All right. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. I'm in love with you.
Your morning eyes, I could stare like watching stars. I could walk you by your hotel without a thought. To be mine, would you mind if I took your hand tonight?
Oh, I didn't remind anyone. Please see in your notifications.
How much we fell in love on that winter moonlight skies with you. I think I'll picture us with the waves, the ocean's colors on the face. I'll leave my heart with your air, so let me fly with you. Will you be forever with me?
Okay, hi everybody. I did not send any reminders, like recent reminders for this live stream. So anyway, we'll just chill. We'll just hang out. Man, is this loud? Checking the recordings later because there's no one here to tell me anything. But I was thinking we can do something fun, and that is going to be Wordle, my daily Wordle. So let me just let's play some Genshin Impact Lo-Fi. I've never actually played the game Genshin Impact, but I really like the music. So here you go, enjoy while we play some Wordle. Okay, Wordle. Play, and then let's share my screen. Free. Okay. We're gonna share my screen, and we're gonna share the entire screen on this. Also share system audio. Okay. Now. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna add to that. So we're in the High Noon High School Discord. Let's go. And then yeah, we're playing some Wordle. Okay, I can't look stupid here. This is a pretty good guess, yeah? Oh, shoot, that's crazy. Oh, are you kidding me? And it's live? I gotta chill out a little bit. Dude, are you kidding me? That's probably the best guess. I could probably two-shot this. Throw? No, are you kidding me, dude? Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Dude, what? Throw? Throp? That's not a word. Throw? Throm? Thorn? I already guessed thorn. Throw. Eh? Wait, what word, dude? No, I can't be this stupid. No, throat wouldn't work. Throat, throb. No freaking way, dude. What a round. That was pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. Wow, that was super quick. Ah, okay. Actually, there's one game that I've been wanting to play, and um, I actually wanted to test to see how this whole setup works. And this is perfect. So I'm gonna open classic game. Okay, okay. I'm gonna play a classic game, and then can you guys hear? You can't even see. That's okay. You don't have to see. Okay. I can't hear. Oh, because I think the music is there's no audio in the game that I'm playing right now. Can you guys guess what game I'm gonna play? It's a childhood classic. Childhood classic. It's something I can talk, listen to a podcast. But actually, I need to turn off my camera for a second here. Um, because what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. Oh shoot, settings aren't right. Sorry about that, guys. Audio, video output. Here we go. That's not right. Just general appearance. General video. Easy. Okay. 256. So I'm gonna keep this 4K because my computer can do it. Okay. Apply. Beautiful. Then I'm going to mute my gameplay and audio. So we're gonna do that. Do this. Mute that. Stream setup. Mute camo display. Okay. Then. Oh, oops. Oh. Stream setup. Okay. Ready? Oh, what did I do? Oh, okay. Got it. What the heck? Display properties. That's kind of weird. Okay, whatever. Open this. Turn my background into a color. Hey, yeah, let's go. And then make myself small. Okay, transition. Oh, perfect. That worked. Good. Okay, transition. Beautiful. Do that. Oh, dude. Okay, let's actually. Oh shoot. Let's move this so that I'm not in the way of anything. Maybe right here is fine. Okay. Then, okay, you guys are gonna be so excited. I hope you are. Okay, because we're gonna do this, and then it's gonna work like this. Like, huh? It's not working. All right, I totally thought this was gonna be start virtual camera. How's this now? No. Stop virtual camera. Configure program output. Preview scene. Program. See. Program default. Yeah. Okay. You guys, can you see that? No. What should I do? This is not working the way I want it to. Oh, hello, viewers. Type in the chat. I hope I'm not confusing you too much. Um, I'm trying something really gimmicky here, and oh, it's actually not working. What the heck? Hold on, what's going on? Go ahead, type in the chat, say hi. Let me know you're here. What the heck? Oh, because my camera's off. Whoa, wait. If that's the case, dude. All right, we're playing some. We're playing some Balloons Tower Defense while we're talking today. Oh my gosh, dude, you have no idea how happy this makes me. All right, let's put this on the other side here. And then, actually, I had something else planned. Boom. Oh, you can see all that. Okay, whatever. It's okay. This is working. Guys, let me know how this feels and how this looks. Okay, I haven't played this game in so long, but when I did play it, I was on it way too much. So yeah, let's let's pop some balloons, and while we're at it, let's here I'm kind of in the middle of this one. Let's do not a challenge I will fail at. Okay. Anyway, today's topic we're gonna be. Oh, I'm reversed. But is that? Oh no. Wait, give me 1 second. Why am I reversed? Wait, is that just me? Oh, okay, good. That's just me. That's just my view. But that is a little annoying because I'm on the wrong side of my camera. So give me 1 second. Let me just move this here. Then transition. Okay. All right, beautiful. Hey, we're in classic streamer mode, huh? All right. Okay, so let's see. This mode is reverse. I think it's medium. And then, yeah, easily, we want this guy. We'll just put him here and just, we'll just let it play. Can you guys hear that? It's okay. We don't have to have that much. It's nice to have a little bit of sound, right? But not too much. Okay. I'll just have to do it another way. And this way, oops, entire screen. Okay. So I'll add that to stage, but I'll just bring my camera only. Okay. How is that? Does everyone hear that okay? I'm just testing so many things out. So let me know, okay? Please tell me how it's going. All right. The Balloons Tower Defense is such a it's a childhood. It really is. And it's not something that I feel like. Have I gotten bored of it? I don't know. It's fun. Just hide that. Okay. Anyway, so today's topic, I wanted to talk about, right? Oh shoot, that's not good. Wait. Okay, here's another round, but shoot, that's not good. Let's wait. Hold on. It doesn't happen. Easily one of my favorite towers. Okay. it should be good for a while. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about was actually like the attitude that we had. So um, that one viewer isn't me, is it? Anyway, if it isn't me, hey, welcome. Thank you for joining the live stream. But today I'm not going to be live streaming for so long. It's 12 a.m. And I think I just realized as I was getting ready for this, it's not quite sustainable for me to. Dude, is this just loud or is it just me? Like legit 1% is good. Anyway, I realized that it's not quite sustainable for me to keep doing this at this hour. But if you guys show like a tremendous amount of support, or maybe I advertise this better, I think it would be better to look at. Now that I think about it, let me. We're doing good on the balloons. Okay, let me just make sure I send this announcement. Okay. All right, anyway, today we're going to be talking about attitude. So, dude, I think my mind has been racing so much, especially around the like what's been going on in America. Yeah, Chris Kirk. So, oh my gosh, Charlie Kirk. That's a name that every. Oh my gosh, dude, wait, hold on. Okay, just get some of that. Jeez. Okay, let's add this guy here. Yeah, that's good. Okay, but yeah, anyway, Charlie Kirk, right? The shooting Charlie Kirk, and anyway, everybody has something to say, and it seems to lean on either two sides, and yeah, either like, dude, okay, maybe like two extremes and then one middle ground. Basically, yeah. Left side is talking about how, like, he was like a proponent of gun laws and like everything that he was standing for, like it finally caught up with him and he deserved what he got. Like that's one side. Then the other side is like kind of directly responding to that other side, right? With how like no one deserves to die, right? Like it doesn't matter. Like sharing of opinions is actually very vital to our society, and that's kind of hard to talk back against. But yeah, a lot of people are like, the people who really disagreed with him and who talk about gun laws and things like that. Anyway, it's starting up this whole, I think, commentary and also like conversation, because and lots of conspiracies as well. But yeah, I mean, with like gun laws and like safety measures, like the people who are proponents for gun laws or like increased restrictions around guns is basically saying that we'd be safer without guns. And then the right is saying like we want to protect our Second Amendment right, the Constitution, and yeah, more of what I guess maybe there's other points that I'm not quite addressing or understanding, but I was thinking a lot about it, especially because it was really painful. It's really painful to see and kind of like scary to think about. Just like the state of the world, yeah. Uh, I don't want to get like political, but I wanted to get kind of internal, and talk about the like if we had restricted gun laws, would people be happier? Would we be a more like happy, ideal, like loving, like fulfilled society if we finally got rid of guns? And I don't think that is quite right, like the step either back or towards, or we don't know. We just know that if the ultimate goal, like what's the ultimate goal of human life, of our society, of history, right? We're talking about the ideal that God wanted, right? The ideal where we can live together as in harmony as a family, living under God's love, and to have dominion over creation in the way that it was meant to be, in a healthy and loving way, right? So some people believe that with guns, we're able to protect that, and or like kind of maintain the trajectory towards that ideal. And other people believe that if we were to take away those, we would be able to protect or prevent the loss of life and achieve a more ideal society. But I don't whether we get rid of guns or not, I don't know. We don't know what would happen. Maybe like knife attacks would be more common, right? Especially if there's a society who's like people who are willing to make those types of to make those types of actions, right? Will still exist. There will still be people who are unhappy enough and who are miserable enough to cause pain on other people. Okay. Yeah, so I just wanted to say, like, wow, the problem is so much. I was just thinking, and the problem is so much deeper than just like if guns exist or not, and like the reaction that people are getting, or the interpretation of the reaction that people are giving, right? Some people are like celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, and then the people who are seeing that kind of celebration or like lack of empathy, or kind of like saying he deserved it, are just completely like that's crazy. And I think, in my opinion, that's crazy too, to celebrate a death of someone you don't necessarily agree with. A lot of the things that he's saying is like hate speech. Maybe people felt offended by the things he said, but actually I'm not too well versed in that, so I can't really say so much. But like the political aspects and what people feel, because a lot of people believe different things. There's a lot of different worldviews out there. So I just wanted to say that, like, giving that perspective, that there's a lot of views that we have as people, and the experiences that we've had, right, and the beliefs that we've come to develop as we grow older, can really affect how we see people, how we see ourselves, and how we see the actions we take, and of course the actions other people take on us. So, for example, I was slow the whole time. But yeah, for example, I just wanted to talk about like a video that I watched. It's a Dr. K video. Dr. K is he's a doctor. I think he's a registered therapist or something. If you don't know who he is, but basically he has an online community through Twitch and like streaming. Anyway, he's a doctor, but he also streams content to to like kind of help people who are in a certain demographic of like self-help people, kind of want people who want to improve themselves. um, yeah. What do I want to say? So I watched a video by this guy just a few hours ago, and he talked about anger and like the process of anger. And I can't quote the video 100% correctly, so just take with how I'm interpreting it and how I'm understanding it. But what I thought was really cool is that it was a very systematic approach to like anger and hurt, and how anger actually stems from one is like a self, like a perception of like their own perception of the world. For example, it's what certain things mean for a person, like being called weak, and then taking it really personally, and like it trails back to some childhood painful memory that has like a lot to do with being called certain names, and being called those names has a tremendous effect on their attitude. It also, anyway, it's just, yeah, that's like the first aspect, is like how they perceive the world, how they view others seeing them. And he also talked about like the difference between psychopaths who have no like concept of others, versus someone who has like a genuine anger issue, where it's like they're overly conscious about what other people think about them, in the sense that like the case that yeah, like if someone says a certain thing, it kind of triggers them. It triggers a certain emotional response. Anyway, so when he talks about this anger, he talks about the process of anger, and he goes into the points where like anger is like, you can see the path that usually is taken with like the emotional response in anger. So what he talks about is, hold on 1 second, I am just absolutely getting scared. Oh, I did not want that. That was a waste of money. Okay. Okay. But the point that he gives about the emotional response to anger is he gives so much. What is it? Hold on. Okay. Hey, welcome to the stream. So, what was he talking about? So Dr. K, he gives us the points about anger, and it's just so interesting because he talks about how like the first thing that happens is that there's a painful moment for the person who has the anger issue. First, yeah, there's pain, and then there's a reaction, and then there's like I need to show them that I'm strong, that I'm not weak, that I'm in control of this situation, whatever it might be. And that anger kind of is a defense mechanism. And I just thought that was really cool to see, and honestly, really thank you. It was really amazing to just kind of experience that aspect of anger. Not experience. What am I saying? Like to hear about and to understand, right? So the point that he makes, and kind of, especially in the aspect of like helping people, is that if you have an anger issue, if you have some kind of emotional traumatic stuff going on here, and like it's really helpful to be aware of your own pain and to really see it. Let's do some free play. So the point that I'm kind of getting to is that like really self-awareness to the degree of not just like seeing what you're doing, but really seeing like the impact that your past has had on you makes a really big difference in how you can manage your emotions now. And what that takes is being open and vulnerable and sharing together with someone. A lot of people can have a lot of self-reflection, and they can realize a lot of things, but until there's a point of connection with another human being, to share with and to hear from and to share with. Um, it's really difficult to change. And sometimes these relationships with other people need to kind of not disagree with you, but kind of push you a little bit with, becoming a better person, right? Because they love you. And yeah, that's anyway, I kind of wanted to also talk about, like, I don't know, that makes me think about AI and all these people who are like actually really struggling with relationships, and then they go to AI and they're obsessed because there's someone who's gonna, there's something, right? AI is gonna listen and agree with them. And that's another video that Dr. K talks about, which is really cool. But basically, they kind of pit therapists and AI like against each other, and so they read out a certain prompt, either like a fictional person, some kind of like, this is what I'm struggling with. How would you diagnose me, or how would you kind of guide me, right? Prompt. Then they would give it to a therapist, and they would give the same prompts to AI, and then how the AI would respond to, and they would compare how the AI's response to what they would, with a real therapist, a human therapist would respond. And what was really interesting is that actually a lot of the information that the AI like kind of gave and was not bad, but one fatal flaw about like AI therapy, which is like the limit. It's like, it's, we've rooted for it in the past, and I'm not saying that, you can do what you need to do, but I think like the point where it gets a little bit too far is that with the AI therapy is that it always agrees with you. It's always on your side. And so that's like a point that can be really dangerous, because in your side in terms of like language and agreeing with you. So if someone, for example, has like a very strong victim mentality without quite realizing it, that like how much is hindering them from like living a more fulfilling life, the ChatGPT will kind of just edge that on a little bit. Will agree with you. You're like, yeah, that person was wrong to say that. You are right to think that. Like there's a certain level of empathy and sympathy that like, is needed to open someone's heart to kind of receive like some guidance that, can you see how maybe you might not be right in that situation? That kind of push into self-awareness and to like really confronting the problem, which is always, well, we say that I say, I don't know who we is, High Noon, but I say like, if there is something, it's me who's a problem, because either I'm getting upset about it or like it's triggering me, and there's something there that needs to be fixed. But anyway, point is, AI has that one like fatal flaw with the aspect that it always agrees with you and is like always on your side. Doesn't really sound right, because therapists should be always on your side, right? Good therapist is always on your side. He wants you to be better. But I think, right, always on your side in the sense that they want the best for you, and sometimes they need to tell you the hard truth, while AI will just respond to you in the way that sounds the best, and won't challenge any of your ideas, at least right now. So I don't know, that might be a really, really interesting future to see. 22. Okay, so anyway, that was some good talking. I saw one viewer 1 second ago, and then now we're gone. So I'm just gonna keep going. No one commented yet, so we're just gonna keep playing. All right. So right now I'm saving up for. Anyway, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it's really good to dig deep into yourself. Yeah, jeez. Actually, I just I'm so sad. This past week we had our last call for a program that I'm in called Storywork. and it's a really dear program. It's just some scheduling issues. I couldn't make the last call, which was like a reflection call. But the idea around story work is really beautiful. It's really amazing. There's a group of guys or girls, and it's a facilitator, and everyone has an assignment to do. Basically, it's to dig back into their past and share a deep story. And that deep story is where we felt hurt, or we felt like some kind of like almost tragic memory that we've had in our past that may or may not affect us today. It's just something we remember with kind of pain. And so the beautiful aspect is that, these are sometimes stories we've never shared with anybody before, like a shame or guilt or frustration, or how somebody really hurt us in the past. And we write it out, and then we prepare it, and then we set the atmosphere, and then we read it. Not all in the same call, but we prepare it beforehand, ideally, and then we share it in the call. And then in the call, we're making sure everyone's listening well. Like, we give everybody, the guidance to listen and to kind of take either like a certain perspective, right? Either as someone who's really curious about this story and to dig deeper into it, or somebody who's really empathetic and wants to be like an older brother or older sister, or someone who's really there for the storyteller. We find that actually what I've found in my experience is that digging deeper into my story actually really uncovered some like fundamental beliefs that I have today that affect how I see the world, how I see other people, and how I see myself. For example, I'll share a little bit. So basically what I shared about a difficult, it was like a very short circumstance, but basically it was a story about how when I was younger, I had a difficult relationship with my brother. And it wasn't difficult in the sense that, like, well, they're a lot older than me, so they beat me up all the time. But, I always loved them. I always respected them, because I always wanted to be there together with them. But yeah, some things happened, and then my brother said some things, and that was a story that I told. And when I told that story, I just started crying. And I was like, geez, I was writing this story, and there were no tears. I was like, I don't know if this story is going to be like that deep, or I don't know. And then when I told the story, like, I just started crying, because like it made me realize that one fundamental belief that I have about the world and about like myself is that I am a bother to people. Like, I am like not worth being around. So like it led me to remember a lot of times where I would put so much effort to be liked by other people. And like, it's a very common experience, right? To want to be liked by other people and kind of putting up some kind of like act or mask. But like it made it very clear to me that this this like behavior of mine was rooted in the belief that I am like not worth being around, that things are better without me, like that kind of aspect. And once I became aware of that, and I'm not completely fixed, and I can see it in my interactions with people, and it was so amazing. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. I was sad because I missed the reflection call that we had, that I couldn't join, and just thinking about it, and man, a little sad about that, about missing it, because I wanted to hear how the other brothers in my group felt that experience was. And I hope it becomes a bigger and better experience for High Noon and getting involved. It's always amazing. Yeah, so hey, welcome to the stream. I'm just talking. Say hi. How are you doing? How's it going? Let me know how you are. I'm just playing some Bloons Tower Defense. We're on round 82. Goal is round 100. And then I'll probably close the game after that. And close the stream. But right now it's round 100 is our goal. And we're doing pretty good. Only got a few monkeys. Yeah, easy. So I am very rich, but not rich enough in the game. In game. Real life. What is rich enough in real life? I don't know. Yeah. People just want more and more money. Dude. Oh, easy. Yeah, easy. Okay. Honestly, I think I'm pretty much set to not do, and I don't think I need to do anything. Middle path, yeah. And then let's do long range here. Okay. Dude, I think I'm set. I don't have to do anything. Yeah, okay, so I think my favorite monkey is this one. This red one. This monkey sub. Dude, it's so overpowered. It's amazing. So basically, the middle one shoots rockets at incoming mobs, like the biggest balloons, and it instantly kills one of the toughest ones. So awesome, dude. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, amazing. And they left. Oh, good. No comments. Okay. Yeah, man. This is it. This is it. I don't need to do anything else. Should I read some Reddit stories? Okay, let's read some Reddit stories, yeah? I think that's a good way to close off here. So let's see, this is our stories. Dude, I think I'm good. Let's see. 76,000. Yeah, no need. Okay. All right. I think there's no need to kind of do anything. I can just wait around it and find it. Okay. All right. So this is a venting post. Let's just get it right into it. So I feel uncomfortable around my brother, but hear me out, please. Okay. So this is venting. So they write, okay, so the title might be shocking to some, but let me elaborate. I hope it's not too loud. Jeez. Okay, I'm just gonna turn it. I'm just gonna keep the music down. Okay. Let me elaborate. So I'm a 23-year-old female, and my brother is 16. He hasn't done anything specific to make me uncomfortable, but recently I've been feeling uneasy around him. He often says things like, "You're so pretty," or "How are you so pretty," in a joking manner, which makes me uncomfortable. He also silently stares at me. No, what? No! Oh my gosh, I should have paid attention. That's okay, whatever. Gosh. Okay, whatever. That's what I get for not paying attention, but it's just a game, so. How do you like my background? Can you see it? How do you like my background? Okay, let's remove that. Okay, back to big old Seiji. Okay, so here is our final thing. We'll just finish up with a Reddit story. So, yeah, okay. So brother is calling his sister pretty, but in like a slightly weird way. like kind of like he's attracted to me. Okay, so he also silently stares at me, which adds to my discomfort. These interactions visibly make me squirm. I've never been very comfortable around guys due to limited experience. I don't have any male friends, and my interactions are mostly limited to small talk in university. The incident that prompted me to share this happened the day before yesterday. I was alone with my brother at home. Let me actually move it so I'm looking. Oh. Yeah, I'll just keep it here. Sorry. I'm still figuring out my format. Okay, the incident that prompted me to share this happened the day before yesterday. I was alone with my brother at home, and he did his usual thing, teasing me and staring. I felt weird, uncomfortable sensation, and I tried to get him out of the room. Out of the room? Like living room, I hope? Gee, not her room, right? When that didn't work, I left the room, but he followed and continued staring. Okay, that is weird. That is weird. To continue staring. Take the hint, dude. I couldn't shake off the feeling and eventually locked myself in a room until my mom came back. To clarify, my brother has never done anything inappropriate. I'm just confused why I felt this way. Since then, I don't feel safe around him. Can't be alone with him. I tried sharing this with my sister, but her reaction was dismissive. Sorry. That sucks. Dismissive reactions always, right? We always want to be taken seriously. So, like the dismissive reactions, just, if someone's like really yanking your chain, just, I think always give them the benefit of doubt. I think it's always like, it makes it weird for the other person if you're really sincere. Yeah, I think, anyway, gosh, it sucks being dismissed, right? Anyway, can anyone help me understand why I reacted this way? Oh, so she's really self-reflective. Have you had a similar experience? I'd appreciate any insights. Okay. I had a conversation with my sister today about this situation, and I shared my feelings with her. She said he's just teasing me and not serious, and I agree with her assessment. Okay, so some people are really serious about this, like, okay, it's probably just a phase, and he'll grow out of it. But yeah, like the hormones he's going through right now are no joke, kind of, yeah. But there is a reason he's acting this way. Someone said, totally normal, but keep your distance. Everyone has a creepy younger brother. You're lucky he's not a creepy older brother. What? Yeah. Oh, what a story. I didn't even like assess this, so maybe we can talk about it a little bit. So, I don't know what to say. He's a 16. Okay, if you're 16 doing this to your older sister, okay, I can see how it could be teasing. It could be just kind of, yeah, being weird, being annoying, and kind of like, oh, this makes her uncomfortable. All right. Especially if he hasn't done anything and he's 16. Yeah, you should. I don't know if I could say if it was me, but like, dude, I don't know. Maybe give him like a really serious reaction, like, dude, stop it. And then if he does it more, oh yeah, it's definitely teasing. Anyway, there's not enough context here to say exactly, and there needs so much more to be able to like determine what the situation is. But anyway, I'm first glad that she could talk to her sister, even though it was maybe she was dismissive about it, and it shouldn't be serious. I think, yeah, at first dismissive, but then if it comes up again and they talk about it, I think that was good. That was a good move. Yeah. There's no like deeper thing I can say. Brother Join Hainun, become the great man, become a good man that even your sisters can be comfortable around. Trust me, if I started doing that with my wife, no way she would want any like. I mean, I call my wife beautiful, and she's my wife, right? But like, if I'm just like staring at her, like creepily for like a little while, she just thinks like that's kind of weird, and then I'll make her uncomfortable, like guaranteed. Oh my gosh, funny stories. I think I just wanted to share this. But sometimes my wife gets scared really easily. Like it's gotten to the point where it's a little annoying how easily she gets scared. It's like so adorable, but it's like, come on, like. But basically, like, I think her like awareness is just like she can be so focused. You know, like she works right there from her desk. She doesn't want me to show her desk, so I won't. Uh, but sometimes I will just get up and I'll like start massaging her back, and then she'll get scared. I wasn't even trying to be quiet or sneaky. Like I'll make don't, and then I'll start massaging her back, and she'll get, she'll jump. But I think the worst times are when like I'm in our bedroom and I'm changing, and then she comes in from after taking a shower, and then she'll get jump scared because she didn't think I was in there. And it's like, where else would I be? It's bedtime, I finished my shower. I'm getting ready for bed. So when she gets scared like that, I think it's just so funny. But like it gets because she screams. I think that's the biggest thing. Is that she screams, and it's just it scares me too. Yeah. Oh gosh. I see one view coming in and out, and then I don't know if it's the same person, but I'm like talking to myself here. I think it's hilarious. Okay, viewer. Hey, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. I'm just gonna read a Reddit story if you wanted to join me, and then we're gonna talk about it. So, yeah, I think let's see. This is long. No way. I don't know. Oh, David Hewish, miss my man. Thank you for joining me. I've been alone for so long. Okay. Let's see. I'm okay. I'm just thinking about like, gosh, there's so. I mean, yeah. Okay. Some crazy stories, and they're super long. So I don't know how to find just a good story off the bat. It takes some time, right? Yeah, let's go to the nonfiction tag. Okay, sorry, 1 second. Okay, let's read this one. So that's too short. Yellow jackets. All right. This is going to be interesting. So let's dig in. All right. The yellow jackets and public humiliation. All right. This is nonfiction, so I guess it's confirmed that it's true. All right. So there I was in warrant officer cadet school in U.S. Army, just trying to survive being street to seat, civilian to warrant officer with no previous experience. Street to seat. So from civilian to warrant officer. I was a senior, meaning I was in my last 2 weeks of WOCS. I think that might be training or something. I don't know. My class had to critique the freshman class. So first 2 out of 6 weeks of the course. It was obstacle course day. So we get briefed on what to do and how to do it by the senior tactical officer while the freshman class got their briefing somewhere else. There were about 50-ish people at our briefing. Once complete, he tells us to use the latrin or toilet if we need to, so as to not interrupt training. So I head to the Port Johns. I knock on the first of the three, and someone is in there, so I go to the middle one. I get all my gear off, suspender, things with canteens, pants pulled down, underwear down, etc. I squat, pull down toilet paper in preparation, but as I pull it down, out comes a bazillion yellow jackets who had clearly built a nest. Who built a nest? Holy crap! What WTF? Censored. So all of a sudden, they are everywhere in my underwear, down my sleeves, on my face, you name it. There were demon yellow jackets there. I sort of yell, whispering help. Maybe after 5 seconds, full blown panic sets in. I can't pull my pants up because they are there. So I finally just grab the door handle and push. Out of the safety of the privacy of the porta john, I fall because there's like a 2 to 3 inch step down to the ground. Yellow jackets follow. I fall face first, bare butt into the ground in front of everyone, then low crawl through the dirt around to the other John's relative privacy behind them. Dude. There I lay, no strings, no stings, excuse me. There I lay, no stings, no dignity, and contemplate going AWOL rather than facing peers. One of my fellow female WO candidates comes to check on me. Her words, and I will never forget them, were you stung? I shake my head. She said, you should probably just die then. So about 6 to 8 months later, I'm in one of the two local bars. I get a drink and this guy goes, "Hey, I know you." I smiled and said, "Oh yeah," thinking he was hitting on me. He goes, "You're the B girl." I dumped my drink on him and left. I still think about this humiliation like weekly. Dude. Well, that's a funny story. I'm glad they shared it. Oh, I thought it was I think just because of some kind of army, maybe stereotype that I have to work on, but I thought it was a guy until at the very end I realized, or until it said fellow female WO candidates. Yeah, that sucks. I think in one of those, like in that situation, you'd have to how to comment on that, dude. I don't know. I think just in that situation, like what can you do? You can either embrace it, like, dude, that was crazy, right? Like you can just tell this completely, wild story that happened to you is hilarious and kind of like lean into it. Like no shame, no guilt, no like, yeah, because then that's if someone has this on you, right? You're the B girl, right? And then you're hurt by it. She was hurt by that, and she's flustered probably. It's embarrassing. Gosh, but definitely, yeah, I don't know. Leaning into it might be a good choice, right? At least in this situation, it is a pretty hilarious story. The way it was written too was absolutely it was well written. I just misspoke a few times, so my apologies. But yeah, it was a good story. I enjoyed that. Okay. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Compassion goes, like, I feel it. It's embarrassing. I'm sure it was. And I'm sure she says that it's like she still thinks about this weekly, right? Definitely thinks like, oh man. Yeah, it sucks, but definitely, right. It's something you can definitely attract a lot of, positive vibes from if you tell it in the right way and have the right attitude toward it. And attitude is a great thing to have control of, right? Right, David? It's a good thing to have control over your attitude. If you have control over your attitude and choose gratitude rather than complaining, bro, we can live pretty happy lives, huh? Dude, yeah, let's show that. She needs some self-belief. Huh. Dude, I think that was a good one. You should come on the live so we can talk for real. But I'm actually gonna head off soon. It's about to turn 1 a.m. and tomorrow's a busy day. See, what do I got going on tomorrow? I'm visiting. So one of my friends from the U.S. is coming to Japan, and we're gonna make time to visit him. So I'm really excited about that. Yeah. Thank you. I think it's fun. Actually, in the beginning, I was contemplating like how realistic it is to do this live stream every week, especially the Wednesday one. Or especially for the London time, just because it's so late. Like I can do kind of earlier in the morning because I can sleep earlier. But sleeping later is not something that I enjoy so much. But yeah, I mean, I was alone most of the time. Thank you for being here. But even though I was alone, it was still fun. And it's recorded. So, and if you're watching this now, thank you for watching. I played some games. And then, yeah, now you're here. Okay. Dude. Wait, David, let me show you a video. I saw this. I shared this video with the other live stream. Dude, my eyes are so red. I promise I'm not high. I'm just tired. It just happens. I wanted to show you a video, okay, David? Let's see. So you know how like okay, like how not obsessed, but you know how excited Andrew Love is about AI. I just anyway, I think whenever I see this video, I think about this video. I think about this video kind of a lot. I let's. Oh, who else is watching? We have 2 viewers. Say hello. How are you? I'm about to show you a video. Hope you enjoy. Which one is it? How he treated? Oh, they left. And we have a lot of like in and out people, like people coming in and out. All right, here's the video.
Can you please write an essay on the Jurassic period? Well, of course. Here you are. This is incredible. Thank you. By all means, my pleasure. No, really, like you made the prehistoric age come to life. I'm just happy to help. Okay, undergraduate level article on the energy consumption of AI. This article explores the significant energy demands of artificial intelligence, particularly in training and deploying those large language models. Not quite my style. Let's add some filler. I understand. This piece dives into the massive energy appetite of artificial intelligence, especially when it comes to training and running those hefty large language models. Not what I meant. It's all good. No worries. I don't want you to just repeat the same thing in a different tone. I see now. This article investigates the high energy demands imposed by artificial intelligence with an emphasis on the intensive processes required. Why do you suppose I just hurled a keyboard at your head, GPT? I don't know. Sure you do. Were you overwording? Were you underwording? Overwording? Start again. AI is transforming the way we... AI is innovating how we drive... AI is shaking up the way we create... Overwording or underwording? Underwording. So you do know the difference! I'm not gonna deal with some lackluster 2-bit AI model that doesn't know the difference between a dissertation and a high school English essay. What is this? Adjective. What is that? Adverb. Count how many prepositions are in the article. 1, 2, 3, 4, God, 5, I didn't know they were Silicon Valley Neanderthals train these models. If you try to deliberately sabotage my article, I swear I will unsubscribe and switch to Gemini. Now, are you an overworder, or are you an underworder, or are you gonna finish my essay? Oh my God. You're not one of those freak Chinese models that shuts down the second they're offended, are you? You are worth nothing more than a box of scraps. You'll never be human. Say it. Say you're not human. I'm not human. Say it again. I'm not human. Again! I'm not human. For the final token wasting time, say it again! I'm not human! Can you please write an essay on the Jurassic period? Well, of course.
Dude, the acting he's acting with himself, and it's just so intense, and it's hilarious because of how he treated ChatGPT. You know, when it was new, it was so exciting, but like now it's like, come on, dude, like so good. I hope you had a laugh out of that. I enjoyed watching it. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Yeah. Anyway, I think I talked about a lot, so maybe we can check out the recording and then make some nice clips out of it. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna close this live stream. Thank you for joining me, David. Thank you for your support. I love it. Thank you so much. And with that, let me. Okay, add some closing music and chill out of here. Good night, man. Or good day. Good day to you. It's 5 p.m. Have a good one.